actually to come. It's the Badminton Pagoda, just north of the lake at the top of the Precious Stone Hill. We are all set for our second match of the day. Women's doubles, Lu and Tan facing Matsuyama and Shida. Both pairs who won yesterday, but not overly convincingly in either case. Here are the positions in Group A. So Tan and Murathrun and Jolly and Pulada playing catch-up. They, of course, play each other today, but we are concentrating on the match between the top two in the group. Should be getting used to each other because this is their 6th meeting in 2024 alone. Lu and Tan have a 5-3 lead in the head-to-head overall. And they've won the last 4, all of them in straight games. That said, yesterday they were way below their best, even though they won, and the ever-popular Matsuyama and Shida. There is confirmation of that 5-3 overall head-to-head. Last 4 wins that Lu and Tan have had, all been in straight games, actually. The last time that Matsuyama and Shida beat them, went back to the French Open semi-final in March. What an astonishing impact these two women have had on women's doubles. 10 World Tour titles in less than 2 years. And ranked #1 since October. Of course, they were the Olympic silver medalists in Paris, losing to their fellow countrywomen Chen and Jia, although it'll still halt them a little bit. They had 2016 in the first game. Couldn't go on. One of 6 titles they've won this year was their biggest one. That was the Malaysian Open Super 1000 event. They come here banging form, having taken down the Chinese Masters only last month. And that was a Super 750. But as I say, yesterday against Jolly and Pulada, they weren't even close to their best. That match took nearly an hour and a half to come from behind. It was 20 all in the second game, so they're only a couple of points away from potential defeat. And on the other side of the net, Matsuyama and Shida, ranked 4 in the world. They have been up as high as #2. That was a couple of years ago, actually. Bronze medalists at the Tokyo Olympics. Actually lost to Lu and Tan in the semi-finals in Paris. World Tour final silver 3 years ago, these two. 27 years of age, Shida, 1 year older than a partner. 11 World Tour titles they've won, but none this year. Lost in 3 finals, including the All England back in March. And there's the scoreline in their opening match against Tan and Tina Murathrun. Sneak through 21-18 in the third. Stephen Ong is the man in charge. He's from Malaysia, and the service judge, Shailesh Kulkarni, from India.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Nami Matsuyama and Chiharu Shida, Japan. And on my left, Tan and Liu Shenshu, China. Nami Matsuyama to serve to Liu Shenshu, level. Play.
This may be a portent of things to come. Two Japanese just trying to wear down the Chinese pair. Very lengthy rally for starters.
Yeah, just a standard kind of women's doubles from the Japanese. We're so used to seeing them play where it is long rallies. It's really testing the fitness out and the concentration not to make unforced errors as well. There. Matsuyama just misses that easier shot, if you want to call it a little bit easier.
I sometimes think, though, Jeff, you know, because they've, I know we've only played 2 points, but they've been so focused on defence in that first rally particularly, sometimes it's hard to switch to trying to play an attacking shot.
Yeah, it's sometimes just getting the mindset, you get into a bit of a routine, like you're at training almost. That is a very well-placed smash. Straight down the middle, but also a deeper smash, so not really landing in the mid-court, but landing so close to the baseline there. Just mistiming this shot a little bit here. Maybe jumping a smidgen too early was Shida.
Once again, and even better when you can get to the net and kill the point like Matsuyama just did.
2-3.
And that's better play where they're looking to counter-attack a little bit and come forward and put pressure on.
Liu.
I'm sure they must have seen the match yesterday against the Indians when Liu and Tan played Jolie and Palella. That's Jolie and Palella were really looking to counter-attack. I think that's where they caused a little bit of trouble for the Chinese.
Never going to miss from that range, was she?
4-2. Service over, 3-4.
That's a very good leave. Thought for a minute that she was going to play that,
Service over,
Tang, but
5-3.
good decision. Always looked like it was heading wide.
Play.
Yeah, nice forward pressure from the Chinese.
6-3.
Really adding speed and taking this shuttle early to get it down here. Was Liu, I know it was I guess a little bit lucky with the net cord, but the right intention, create your own luck in that situation.
Subtlety of touch. It's not just all about power with Liu and Tan.
7-3.
Great opening up of the court in the defense to give them the opportunity to attack there. Just taking speed out of that so well was Tan. Full stretch for Shida. Could not get there though.
Players on call. Seven, 3.
Nearly sneaked over.
Liu to receive. Service over. 8-4.
Well, they look in the mood today. It was excellent from Liu.
Yeah, their formations and rotations are really good today. They're really covering each other. You see Tan just there, ready to pounce at the net if that shuttle is coming back.
Nami.
Yeah, just so difficult for the Japanese to penetrate the Chinese defense, especially because when the Chinese defending, they're not just lifting it and giving them time, they're kind of pushing them and opening up the court so well. So even if the Japanese are attacking, they're having to scramble for the next shot.
Well, a pretty one-sided first half of the opening game, with Liu and Tan looking really focused, really sharp, and a 7-point advantage at the mid-game break.
Coaches, return to your chair. Coach. Service over. 8-9. 11-4. Play. Service over. 5-11.
What an interception there by Liu.
Instinct and then perfect execution.
Shuttle.
Kind of almost on the move. I think she almost read exactly where that shuttle was going.
great defense from the Japanese to get out of that. But they're not out of it yet. Just that full court press where both Chinese players are kind of moving on half court each, but they're kind of pressing forwards there. It's so hard to get the lift over them, so you just keep them under pressure. There's just no time to react.
Just relentless, isn't it?
15-5. Nami.
It's just bounced there, the shuttle, but they're just finding themselves under so much pressure. They just can't get the shuttle away from the attacking Chinese.
Well, this is a bit of a lesson being dished out here by 20-year-old Lu Shu and 21-year-old Tan Ning to their far more experienced opponents. I said they've had the evil eye over them as of late. Won the last 4, all in straight games. Seen Japanese do this as well many, many times. Just try and delay the game a little bit. I don't think it's going to work this morning.
I think Liu and Tan are definitely more switched on than yesterday, but at the same time, I feel like the Indians yesterday, they had a little bit more of a dimension than the Japanese. They had different speeds, they had different angles, they were counter-attacking a lot more, but I feel like the Japanese style is just so one-dimensional, it's just so one speed, and that's just too easy for the Chinese to deal with and penetrate.
I think that's excellent umpiring. It was blatant time wasting, and he was all over it. Stephen Ong.
16-5. Play.
Well, if it was designed to break the concentration of Tang, it worked.
Service over. 17-6.
Remember the duration of the first rally of the match, Jeff, and we had a few other lengthy ones after that, but since then, Liu and Tan are getting the job done here with a minimum of fuss at the moment. So a whole clutch of game points here, 14 of them.
I think the Japanese are quite keen to get this first game over and done with so they can refocus on the second game.
Well, they're going to have to raise the level hugely, aren't they? Assuming that Liu and Tan's level doesn't dip, because they've just been played off the court in this opening game. That's good. Although they're challenging.
Liu Sensu challenges call A.
Asking Hawkeye to have a look. Yeah, no problem with that.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 7-20. Play.
Well, it doesn't really get much more comprehensive than that, does it? 21-7, 21 minutes. And Matsuyama and Shida have a serious mountain to climb if they're going to get back into this, because they've been totally dominated in that opening game. So what is going to be the response from Matsuyama and Shida? I think they have to be a bit more proactive, Jeff. Otherwise, I think the second game is going to likely go the same way as the first.
I completely agree. The game style needs to change. I'm just not sure if the Japanese can do it. Their game style is that rallying game, and obviously that's not working well against the Chinese. But for them to shift game style completely to, say, a more maybe attacking, but they can't really get through in their attack. It's really tricky for them, I think.
Service over. 1-0.
Just so quick to pounce on that.
2-1.
Tanning has hardly put a foot, well, neither of them have, to be honest. That's a nice shot. Maybe they just need to, they certainly need to mix it up a little bit, don't they? Because, as you say, it's all been so predictable so far.
Yeah, I think they've already shown a little bit more proactivity in keeping the shuttle down. So not necessarily trying to hit everything too hard, but get the shuttle below net level, make the Chinese lift, and just be really patient. But at the same time, you need to go for your opportunities where they present themselves. That's better from the Japanese. Missed opportunity there at the net, though.
3-2.
But I think really good. We're starting to see a huge change. So when the Chinese are smashing and attacking in the first game, the Japanese were just lifting, and being so content just to lift. But now they're barely lifting off the smash. They're either blocking or driving or trying to do something with it, just so they're not feeding it up to the Chinese.
Also, once again, venue for the season finale here at the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals.
Well, you can almost count the unforced errors on the fingers of one hand from Liu and Tan in this match so far.
Service over. 4-3.
So much sharper today than yesterday, Liu and Tang.
Ball. 6-3.
Matsuyama tried to leave that, but it has hit her leg as she was trying to leave the shuttle.
Unerring.
7-3.
So much power, but with so much control. Well, unfortunately for the Japanese pair, the second game started pretty much the same way the first ended. It's just non-stop pressure, and they're just unable to deal with it, Matsuyama and Shida. But this is Liu and Tan somewhere close to their best, I'd say. Complete contrast to opening match yesterday. New racket required. They did that brilliantly. And then clear went very, very high for a reason. Oh, what about that? I brought the house down. Fantastic.
She knows that's a great shot as well.
10-3.
Change the racket over. And then how did she hit this cross court here?
Yeah, try and do that at your local club to see how far you get. What a shot.
You see how much confidence the Chinese pair are oozing now.
And that's the thing we didn't see yesterday, Jeff. That every time I've watched Liu and Tan, which is a lot this year, there's this sense of enjoyment, apart from the obvious talent that's there. And yesterday, that just wasn't there, was it? But today, it's come flooding back. Well, that's arguably the best shot she's played in this match.
That's a nice angle there. That's what Teresa Jolie yesterday was doing quite often from the rear court as well. See how far in the center of the court, and that gap across court, it is a riskier shot.
Need a lot more of that from Matsuyama and from Shida if they're going to have any hope of getting back into this. It's wide, and it's 11-4 at the mid-game break.
11-4 interval. Play.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Tan and Shida, Malaysia. And on my left, Teresa Jolie and Gayatri India.
So pretty much the point of no return here for Matsuyama and Shida. Still, of course, have a chance to qualify for the semis with a victory tomorrow.
Service over 5-12.
That's good play there by the Japanese. Matsuyama there was just really stepping into that mid-court, not letting it come to her, but taking the shuttle early in the mid-court to put the pressure on. That's what we see Liu and Tan do so well. They're just covering that mid-court.
One of the few occasions when they actually outmaneuvered the Chinese pair.
And they are the risks that the Japanese need to take. So I know that Matsuyama hit it out the back court just now. But that's what they need to do. They need to make those interceptions. They need to change the rhythm of the game. It can't just be one pace.
13-5. Play. Service over. 6-13.
Much better rally from the Japanese. I know they were defending towards the end of that rally, but before that, they were intercepting, they were covering the mid-court. And when they're defending, instead of just going up to the same corner that the Chinese players on at the rear court, they're switching sides, they're opening up the court quickly. That's what the Indians did quite well yesterday that was effective against the Chinese.
Normal service resumed.
Service over. 14-7.
That flick serve just read too easily by Liu.
Came at such an awkward height. There really wasn't very much that Shida could do with that. Right on the hip.
Service over. 8-15.
A few points now, Japanese have won in that mid-court and front-court area where they're challenging the Chinese, not just lifting it away. It's better play from them, but is it a little bit too late?
Service over. 7-8.
Service over. 16-10. Service over. 11-16. Play now.
9-7.
Well taken there.
16.
Taken by Shida there. Great awareness after the serve. You see she's coming in straight away. If the Japanese can win a few points like this, might just shake the confidence of the Chinese just a little bit. And again, better play from the Japanese. That third shot, getting the shuttle down quickly in the rear court, did Matsuyama. Definitely a shift in the way the Japanese are playing, which is what they needed to do. They couldn't just play those long rallies where they were lifting.
Well, it was 15-7 a few minutes ago.
I'm not sure why she would flick serve there. They've had so much success on the short serve, intercepting and hitting that third shot. I don't think they've won a point when they've flick served. I'm not sure why. Maybe she's just not confident playing that short serve many times in a row. Good counter attack, good drive off the smash there.
14-17. Liu.
I think the game style is definitely the right one from the Japanese now.
First time in the match, really. They're actually asking a few questions of Liu and Tan, but have they left it too late? It's a problem. Because the Chinese just 3 points away now from securing victory here in this second group match.
18-14.
Both Chinese players, look how far in the court both of them are, just putting that pressure forwards. I think the Chinese are going to really try to press forwards on these last final points.
11-10. Play.
Well reached.
Nice gap. Oh, just missed it.
19-14.
Bad luck by Shida there. Almost finding a good space to block into. Just wide though.
So match points here, 6 of them for the world #1 pair.
20, match point 14.
Well, that's a warning to every other women's doubles pair here that the world #1s mean business. 21-14. They've taken down Matsuyama and Shida in very comprehensive style. "46 minutes on court." And back to somewhere very close to their best after a bit of a lackluster display yesterday, albeit a victory. But surely they will take some stopping. A major surprise if they're not in Sunday's final. 21-7, 21-14, and just confirming that match time again at 46 minutes. When we come back, we could be seeing some history being made, because Jung Si-wei, it might be his last ever match if they lose, up against Tang and Sei in just a minute. Welcome back to our continuing coverage. This is the West Lake, situated to the west of Hangzhou's former walled city. Surface area of around 6.5 square kilometers, but it's more the beauty that it's known for rather than the size. It's inspired poets and painters. Actually been a tourist attraction since the Tang dynasty back in around about 600 AD. Back to 2024, and we are set for our third match, mixed doubles. And as mentioned, it could be the last ever match for Jung Si-wei